Hi everyone, welcome to your excursion party update. First of all, I want to give you a little bit of a disclaimer, and that is that this week, of course, which the biggest part of it started Thursday, will end on Sunday, is Semana Santa here in Mexico, which is a huge holiday. So you're likely to hear church bells, which I just am hearing ringing right now. There could be firecrackers going off. There's definitely kids swimming in the river and various sounds going on. So bear with me, but I do want to get this update out to you. This is your excursion and party update. As most of you know, we released the excursion update as far as the destinations that we're going to be going to and the excursions that we want to do in the different ports of call. And we're working with 3 different vendors on the different excursions to pull this together. So while we have some of the info complete, I am sorry to tell you that we do not have all of the info that we need at this time to release all of the excursions. We want to release them at one time in a very concise, easy to navigate document where you have port by port all of your options in one place. So that's our goal, and we don't want to release it. We have some ready, but I don't want to release some in Grand Turk and not have the others in Grand Turk, for example. So what happens is I reach out to the different vendors that I want to do their excursions, then they have to in turn, since we're such a large group, reach out to the individual vendors of the individual, so they're going island by island, vendor by vendor, trying to find out how much space they have available for each excursion, even if we only are going to book 10, 20, 30, or 40 people per excursion, which is, acceptable with the, we really don't have any idea of what you're going to select. So in order, they're reaching out to their vendors and they're waiting for answers. So I want to read you something I got at 11:30 p.m. last night on Friday night from one of our vendors. I'm just going to read a couple sentences of this email because she obviously feels really bad too. She says, "I'm sorry for the delay in sending you this quote. It appears that the offices of our ground operators in the various ports are closed for the holidays, and no matter how hard we tried, the group department sent out numerous emails to everyone, called all the phone numbers, and we were unable to connect with the right people. We have not given up and will continue to try on Monday, but it's still a holiday in some of these ports." And anyway, she goes on and on. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but she goes port by port and excursion by excursion, and this company is sending 12 of our excursions and tells us exactly where we are with each one, and it's frustrating. So we're going to get there, but we've got to give these people time to hear back from the people who are working on island time. They're in the middle of their spring break too, so they're very, very busy with cruises coming in and excursions that they're hosting, and their office people are probably a little inundated. So we just are going to have to wait until we get the answers back. We do have 5 months until we cruise, so we have plenty of time to book excursions, and I know that you want the information. For another example, in San Juan, the tour that I was trying to put together with the distillery, and then 4 different stops at some different bars for a bar hop with a cocktail at each one and a little tasting, like something to snack on while you're there, so we don't just drink all day, heaven forbid. Anyway, that tour came back at over $150 per person for basically a 6-hour tour. And so I just got that in the other day, and we can't do that. I'm not going to present that to you. It's not something that I feel is very budget friendly or a good value. So unfortunately, I had to drop that and look for another vendor for something similar. So we are going to still have a Bacardi tour because several people have expressed interest in that, but I had to go to a different vendor. So my goal is to provide the best service and product for all of you in these excursions and to present everything at once, as I've said. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is, since you do already have the list of what we're planning, you can get an idea on what we're going to plan. You just don't have details and pricing. If you feel you must book something else that you've had your eye on, most excursions that I've ever come across are refundable. So put your name in, book something else if you'd like, that you think you want to do, if you don't see anything on our list that you like. And if you change your mind, I'm sure that you just make sure it's a refundable rate, and then go ahead and book that. But so we're just going to wait. I talked to Ron today, and we decided that it's better for all of us if we can present you with a full product. The other flip side of this is that I was hoping to have things ready at least by next week. I am leaving for Cuba. I'm flying into California. I'm going to meet with Ron. I'm going to do some other things in California, and then I'm flying to Florida to host a group of 25 on a private tour of Cuba, where we're hitting 3 different destinations. We're going to be on buses. There's very, very, very little internet in Cuba, and virtually no cell phone service. So if I released them before I left, I would not be able to field any questions on Facebook. I wouldn't be available at all to you. So the vendors are all going to work on things while I'm gone, and then when I get back, we should be ready. I really apologize. I know I promised I'd have them ready, but there's just no way to make it happen. So I apologize for that. So anyway, I'm disappointed. I know you are a bit too. We do, on the flip side, have a little bit of good news. Our group excursion in St. Martin is ready to book. So what we decided to do there, we had a couple of options. We definitely wanted to include Mahu Beach, because everybody wants to go see the plains. So the 2 options that we had were, we were looking at doing like a Rasta bus kind of thing, where we toured the island and then ended up at Mahu Beach. And the other option was doing an all-inclusive for the day. There is one right there at Mahu Beach, and where we could spend the day. We had a really good time in Jamaica last time we went, and do an all-inclusive, be on the beach, and you could go up and to the fence and do your thing at the fence if that's on your list. But the Rasta buses, they don't have enough on the island for all 200 of us. So some people, about half of you or more, would have ended up in like coach buses, which totally ruins the experience in my feeling. It's hard to party on a coach bus the way you can on a Rasta bus. So I think it would have left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. So anyway, we kind of ditched that idea and we went with the all-inclusive. So we're going to be at the beautiful Sonesta Mahu Beach Resort. This is ready to book. It's an all-inclusive. It is resort for a day. So we're able to use the resort from 9 to 5. There are 3 bars, including a swim-up bar, and there are 2 restaurants. You can dine anywhere you want. There's a casino, there's Wi-Fi, there's a beautiful beach. There's access, like I said, over to the rest of the Mahu Beach if you want to wander over by where the planes are actually, coming over the fence. But you're going to be able to watch them all day long with a cocktail in hand that's already paid for. So I thought you guys would like that. Oh, there's one. The only thing that's not included is transportation. So you're going to be able to you have to get taxis, and you can share taxis. If you share taxis, it'll be approximately $8 a person per person each way. And all that information is in the booking information. So just check it out. The other thing is, but the good part about that is you can leave the ship at your leisure. So if you want to get there early and enjoy the whole day, you're free to do that. If you want to sleep in a little bit, you've had a long night in the piano bar and you want to go later, you're welcome to do that. You can come anytime you want. You can leave anytime you want. And so I think it's going to be a great day. We all really enjoyed the all-inclusive in Jamaica. And it comes in at $89 a person. So it was a really good value, and I think we're really going to love that. So that is our group excursion. We hope you all come. Ron will be with us. Aaron, his boyfriend, will be with us, and his brother, and Aaron's brother. Anyway, we'll all be there, so it's going to be a great time. Don't forget, with Resort for a Day, when you book it, they're going to email you a pass. You must print your pass, and you must bring it with you. I know last time we did this, people didn't realize that, so you must do that. So please, when you book it, print your pass, put it in your documents, and bring that with you. If you want to add insurance to any of your excursions, including the Resort for a Day, let me know. If you have your travel protection on your cruise booking, I will add it to your travel protection, so you're insured in one package, and it's much less expensive and easier to, we can just include it. Sometimes there's no extra charge at all. It depends on where you are with your travel protection. And I am going to be in Palm Springs. I'm going to be meeting with Ron next week, and we are going to be planning, we want to come to you live. So I hope you'll join us for that. I don't have a time set up, but it will most likely either be Tuesday afternoon, late afternoon sometime, or possibly Wednesday morning. But we want to come to you live, and we're looking forward to that. And hopefully we will have a little bit more information to share, maybe, I'm not promising, but maybe on our Universal pre-cruise extravaganza. So stay tuned, and thanks for listening, and thank you for understanding. We'll talk to you soon.